All right, let's get going here right now. There you see it. Welcome in. I had some music going. Had to get that video in. Welcome in here on this Sunday. Just a regular Big Ten game on the road for the Michigan basketball team, which was trying to win two games on the road, and then all hell breaks loose at the end of the game. You had Wisconsin calling a late timeout, ticked Michigan coach Juwan Howard off, ticked him off enough where he delayed getting into the handshake line at the end, and then it came down to Juwan pointing his finger in the Wisconsin's coach's face, and then it looks like you can go through however you want to declare or however you want to describe it. I tell you, when you watched it, and I watched it in regular motion or regular speed there at the end, it looked like a punch. Now that you break it down, and we'll show you that video. Juwan Howard reaches for, I think it wasn't official. I thought it was an official, but one of the assistants. And, he reaches for him, and, then his hand ends up in the fist. I mean, it looked like a punch, and maybe you could say it was a punch, whatever. It was completely out of line for Juwan Howard here. But you know what? The worst part for Juwan Howard here is what you're going to say, and you're going to have a little bit of truth to this, is it's not out of character now here for Juwan Howard. Like, you could make a mistake and you say, okay, you just can't do that anymore. And you know what? He caught a break last year, and that break was in the Big Ten tournament just about a year ago, when he had that let's run around on the floor like it's the WWE with Turgeon from Maryland, and Michigan won, and there was no harm, no foul. Juwan's getting held back, and and he was all mad, and everybody's like, oh, hey, that's coach, he was intense, but and I kind of felt the same way about that. You know what I said after that game? I said, Juwan Howard could never do anything like that again in college basketball. That's just one time. It was only his second year as a head coach, but it didn't matter if he was going to coach 10, 20 years. He can't be out there running around on the floor. And now you get to this here today. Hey, you know what? Guess what? Teams do Bush League things against you and, call a timeout, try to show you up or anything else. But you know what? It looked like, we'll go through the tape here at the end of the handshake line. Look like Diabate, and if Howard didn't throw the punch, Diabate, certainly Terrence Howard was throwing one, and Musa Diabate. And can you tell those guys, hey, you know what, guys, you shouldn't have thrown the punch? No. All hell broke loose because your leader and your CEO and the guy that's supposed to be the calm hand at the wheel, Juwan Howard, with a complete meltdown in the postgame. Unacceptable. And you know what? It doesn't matter. A lot of people watch this are big-time Michigan fans. But you know it. You know what? This is something, I don't know if he can get over this. And this is not a dramatic or overplaying anything. What's he doing? That was one of the stupidest things that I've ever seen a head basketball coach do. And I've seen a lot. I've seen the general throwing chairs across the floor. I've seen a lot of dumb things from college basketball coaches. Yeah, it's a pressure cooker. It's a fishbowl. It's, the refs are driving everybody crazy. What is that? I'm going to put my finger right in your face, and then I'm going to grab an assistant. This season's just went down the toilet here for Michigan. And it's because of their head coach. There's no getting. Hey, look, here's what I just want to say. I love Juwan Howard. I love him as a basketball coach. I love him how he runs the team. He gets everybody's back. But that's completely unacceptable. I don't think he should coach another game this year. I don't know. You know what? If whatever happens, this team doesn't make the tournament. Are you kidding me? I really can't. I really can't figure it out here. I've given you my thoughts here. Some people on the feedback. Sore loser. Yeah, sore loser. You know what I say, Trump? Yeah, he was a sore loser. And look, you know what? It sucks losing. I get all that. I know the big dummy Dan Dockich always said, let's not have handshake, deals at the end of college basketball games because everybody's so heated. Dan Dockich is somewhere, I'm sure. That's why you don't have them. But you know what you do? And you got to be able to turn it off, and you got to be able to turn it on, and you got to be able to walk through there. You got a problem with guard, say it in the press conference. Wagging your finger in his hand and then going after him. There's no excuse for that. Treppa saying he swung first. Yeah, I mean, it looked like, you know what, again, let's get the video up here. You know, whether it was coming like this the whole way or whether it was grabbing at somebody and then missing or getting a hold of it, going to a fist. Yeah, you might as well have been a fist, Treppa. It might as well have been a fist. There was a finger poking, and then there was at least a couple of the players that were throwing fists, which, you know what? The coach might as well have told him, yeah, let's go over there. Let's get it going, boys. What's he going to say afterwards? And you know what? Maybe he's pissed off that his team, couldn't hit water falling off a boat when it comes from being able to shoot from downtown. Maybe it's all just a pressure cooker and it all boiled over there because the team, and it was actually a good week for him. They got the win against Iowa. Everybody's talking about. I'm listening to Lapis on there. They got 5 games to go. They're like, they're in. You know what? Maybe they could. Maybe they win one more game. It's all set. Now 2 for sure. What? Hey, Lapis, act like he just. Who's he? Is that the bracketology right now? But you know what? The hell with the bracketology, because this is, this takes over everything from Michigan. You had a coach who had everything going his way and doing everything the right way. He had his trip last year where he was out there and, he got lucky that everybody held him back last year when he was going after Turgeon and everything else. And they won the Big Ten. It was fabulous. I mean, he's sitting out on the mountaintop, but you can't do things like this. This ain't the NBA. Poor. Worse than that. Wisconsin coach grabbed Juwan. Nope, nobody's buying any of that, Sean. Nobody's buying the what about Wisconsin? Oh, Wisconsin called the timeout. Here's how it works, Sean. You don't put your finger in a coach's face. And you don't get all over there in a handshake line acting a fool. Bad take. Still asking for the video. Let's see what I got on the video here. I've got it. I'm gonna see if I can cue up the slow. Oh, there it was. I saw it coming through. And let's get that video up here. Let's get it up. And let's see here. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, we'll watch it again. Let's take her back to about right here. Let's get this thing going here. Let's go. Do I have to push the play or what's the story here? Let's just go again. Let's just go. Here's the handshake line. All right. Juwan doesn't like it. No. Guard took that timeout. That was Butch League. And then I'm going to put my finger right in your face. Oh, yeah, one of the assistants gets in there and says, hey, you know what? You should back it up. And now you got oh, yeah. All right. Where's that one, Sean? You got that one again? Keep screaming. You know what, Sean? Look, you could be a big Michigan fan or anything else. This is a black eye for Michigan. There's your money shot right there, Sean. I don't have to be screaming. It's as, you know what? I don't know. I say it's as bad as it's get. He didn't pull out a chair and, and swing it at somebody. But it was dumb. It was dumb. Let's see. We'll look at some of the feedback here. Stupid move by Howard. Whiskey's coach was not classy. He left his starters in the run up to score after we had pulled all the starters minus Devontae. Yeah, but do we care about that? He's like, okay, you do Bush League things. I mean, it happens. You do Bush League things. You're sour, so you walk through the line, and it's your job to be the calm hand at the wheel, and not to get this going. Anybody backing up Juwan Howard here? Yeah. Calling timeouts late, keeping guys in. Yeah, those are, you can say those are Bush League things. For whatever reason they wanted to do it. Spread was covered, whatever guard wants to say. But did he take a shot and say something about the banners too? To Juwan? That's not only a bad look. This is I'm gonna give everybody a chance here. To try to calm it down themselves. I mean, there's just zero excuse for this. Juwan's coaching career that was going so fantastic here for Michigan, certainly up to last year and this year, pulling this team back and getting them into the tournament after it looked like they weren't, maybe the NIT, and who knows? I know Lapis was like, already putting them in, pen them in, put them in there. But now, you want to know how to take all of your goodwill and everybody liking you and thinking like you're doing a great job of the program. You want to know how to take that and throw it all off the window? Well, let's watch. Let's watch how you throw everything out the window in 10-second time. What a bad decision here by Michigan. That's fine. Get your, poke your finger in the, poke the coach in the face. How about that? And that's fine from here. All right, separated. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. There we go. I don't know. What else you want me to say? So the players responded in like fighting back. We got one steal. They almost turned the ball over and he called a timeout with 11 seconds to call. Yeah, all of the stuff, D's, I mean, I get it. Like, those, I'll say it again here. There's things that happen there out on the floor. Unless I don't even say unless. I mean, was there some kind of a chop down, cheap shot? Pushing somebody into the crowd, or, you're going to injure a guy for the rest of the game, maybe take him out for the season? I mean, if we're talking about leaving some guys in, calling some timeouts, at the end and getting some other guys in, what the hell? But you're going to go and throw a whole season away? Howard out. Not like Terrence Williams, but Diabate threw a punch in there. So you're already, down some players. Those guys are out. You wanted Martelli there to see what he's like as a head coach. Now you're going to see it. All right. Yeah, you know what? The refs, whatever, serious talks about the refs. Yeah, Izzo was saying, the refs, the more, the refs have always sucked, to be honest. Is it any worse now that, you're looking at every single review and every time the ball and trying to figure it out? And I mean, this has been going on. It's been going on for forever. Now everybody slows it down and takes a look, and everybody's got a YouTube channel, and everybody's on Twitter bitching about every call. So I don't really know if it's got any worse. It's always been really bad. It's just that people talk about it now. So let's not act like that, the refs, it's escalated. I saw, I'm trying to think, like somebody was like, it's just worse than it's ever been. I don't know. All that's excuse making anyways. I mean, they're humans. Who else are you going to put out there? Are you taking the NBA refs and you want to put them out there? Because they're all on the take too, according to everybody that watches basketball, that when it's going against your team. All right, I'm going to watch it one more time. My dog needs to go out. There's no sense. I mean, I'm just screaming and yelling. So let's see it again. Let's take a look at it again. And you can go ahead. I mean, you're going to see this a million times. Yeah, he's ticked off. There we go. He's going to walk through the line. And what's he going to do? He's going to, he didn't want to talk to guard because he's mad. Now here's some words. Players trying to calm Juwan down. Yeah, that's not what you do, Juwan. That's not what you do. Sorry. Sorry for everybody. It's not what you do. Sean doesn't like me. Douglas talking about lose his job. Yeah, you know what, Douglas? I don't think so, but it's not pretty. And I don't know, is Juwan going to be able to cool down afterwards? And, where's he going to go from here? Yeah, for sure there's going to be some players suspended. Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing. In my life, I'm just trying to think of it. Woody Hayes, he was at the end. I don't know if he was senile or whatever else. He went after a player or the official or whatever it was. But, I've never seen conduct like this. From a basketball, I've seen it from players, players lose their mind. They're 18 freaking years old. And you know what? Juwan had his one run around on the court. Now it's a repeated pattern. And then this time around, muck it up. What do you think? Is this a hockey game? I don't know. What are you going to say? You watch for some entertainment. You pull for your team. Been nice, Michigan look like, get into the tournament. It just start, football's over. People are interested in college basketball. Michigan's got 2 games coming up, Rutgers and Illinois, Wednesday and next Sunday at home, thinking about getting into the tournament, Big Ten tournament and all that, finding a way to somehow, see if these guys can hit a bucket or whatever from downtown. They can't, but you know what? Tournament anyways. And it looked like after, getting that dub against Iowa, that this team was on the up, even after the loss today. Move on. Put this team. I don't know. What you will know is that anybody that is backing up Juwan Howard, anybody that is, playing the other side, the Wisconsin started this. This is the part where you're and it's fine, even in the media, people like pull for the team, but it's part about being the fanboy when it comes to the media. And I get fans can do whatever they want. I'm just telling you about the media. It's a good eye when you see any of them doing anything about, guard or, hey, Juwan's going to be fine. This is a wreck. And yeah, suspensions here. But you know what? What do you say when you Juwan Howard, the Michigan basketball fans? Hey, you know what? We really appreciate you, wanting to be class and cheer for the team. Except when I get really hot. I'm going to lose it and start poking my finger and go after a coach. What? What is that? You have to figure that out yourself as a fan. What do you possibly are supposed to say? Yeah, I just lost my head. I completely freaked out. Maybe I need to go to anger management or something. Maybe something like that needs to happen. Hey, you can be hot at the other coach. You want to get into the you want to do your post game, you want to M&F him or something like that, and go low class. I've seen it before. Izzo yesterday was crying about the refs. Go ahead. Grabbing him, punching, snagging after a coach, putting a finger in your face. I'm going to go back. I'm just going to say it. That was one of the dumbest things that I've ever seen a college coach do. And it happened at Michigan. And it's a repeated pattern. And Juwan Howard went from, everybody adoring him and loving everything he did to now, I'm not sure what he does. Because everything that he's got, how to take everything you've built in almost 3 years and cultivated and tear it up and throw it out the window by Juwan Howard. That's where I'm at for it. I'll talk with you at 1 o'clock today. Or I'm sorry, at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Everybody have a great rest of their Sunday.